The Juventus Stadium was rocking. The atmosphere was electric. The night was filled with anticipation and excitement as fans from all over gathered to witness a thrilling encounter. The air was thick with tension, and the roars of the crowd echoed through the night sky. Lyon fans believed. They had Manchester United on the ropes. The French supporters were in full voice, confident that their team could finish the job. Meanwhile, the Manchester United fans looked on with a mix of hope and anxiety, knowing their team faced a daunting task. A 3-1 lead from the first leg in France. Lyon had put themselves in a commanding position, and their fans were dreaming of a famous victory. The celebrations in France had been wild, and the players were determined to carry that momentum into the second leg. It looked like United's European adventure was coming to an end. The players appeared weary, and the fans were beginning to lose hope. The once vibrant stadium now had pockets of empty seats, a stark contrast to the earlier fervor. The team, struggling in the Premier League, desperately needed a win. They needed a miracle. The players huddled together, knowing that they had to dig deep and find something special. The weight of expectation was heavy, but they were determined to fight until the end. United started brightly. Hope flickered. The team came out with renewed energy, pressing high and creating chances. The fans responded, their cheers growing louder with each passing minute. There was a sense that just maybe a comeback was on the cards. Manuel Ugarte, a rock in midfield all season, smashed in a long-range effort. 1-0. Game on. The stadium erupted as the ball hit the back of the net. Ugarte's teammates mobbed him in celebration, and the fans dared to dream once more. Lyon hit back. A well-worked goal silenced the traveling fans. 1-1. The French side showed their quality, responding almost immediately. The Manchester United fans were stunned, their brief moment of hope dashed in an instant. United needed 3 more goals. It felt impossible. The players looked stressed and the fans were on the edge of their seats. The task ahead was monumental, but in football, miracles can happen. The night was far from over. The second half. A different United emerged. The team came out with renewed energy and determination, ready to overturn the deficit. The fans could sense the change, their cheers growing louder with every passing minute. A Bruno Fernandes free kick curled into the net, 2-1. The precision and power of his strike left the goalkeeper with no chance. The crowd erupted, knowing this was just the beginning. Belief surged through the stadium. The atmosphere was electric, with every fan on the edge of their seat, hoping for more magic moments. Diogo Dalot, a constant threat down the right, fired in a third, 3-1. His relentless pace and skill were too much for the opposition to handle. The impossible was now within reach. The players could feel it, the fans could feel it. The momentum was entirely with United. Young Kobbie Mainoo, a shining light in a tough season, scored his first senior goal to make it 4-1. His joy was palpable, a moment he would never forget. Then, in the dying seconds, Harry Maguire rose highest to head home. 5-1. United had done it. An unbelievable comeback. The impossible was possible. The fans roared in disbelief and joy, celebrating a night that would go down in history. This victory was more than just a quarterfinal win. It was a lifeline, a beacon of hope in a season filled with despair and uncertainty. For the players, the fans, and the entire club, it represented a turning point. United, languishing in the bottom half of the Premier League, needed the Europa League. Their domestic form had been dismal, and the pressure was mounting on the manager and the squad. It was their only route back to the Champions League. The prestigious competition that not only brought glory but also significant financial benefits. The financial rewards were huge. Securing a spot in the Champions League meant millions in revenue, crucial for a club of United's stature. The lure of attracting top talent depended on it. Without Champions League football, convincing world-class players to join the squad would be an uphill battle. Pep Guardiola, Manchester City's manager, had even aimed a dig at United's struggles. His words stung, highlighting the growing chasm between the two Manchester clubs. A reminder of the gulf between the two Manchester clubs. City was soaring high, while United was grappling with mediocrity. This win was a statement. It was a declaration that despite their struggles, United still had the heart and spirit to fight. United were not finished yet. The journey was far from over, and this victory was just the beginning of their resurgence. There was fight left in the old dog. The spirit of Manchester United was alive and kicking, ready to reclaim its place among the elite. Winning the Europa League could transform United's summer. £80 million in prize money would be a welcome boost. It would allow manager Ruben Amorim to strengthen his squad. A top striker was a priority. Liam Delap of Ipswich was a target. Southampton's young star Tyler Dibbling was also on the radar. But the South Coast club, facing relegation and financial turmoil, wanted a huge fee. Champions League football would be crucial in persuading Dibbling to move north. Amorim had shown his players a documentary about United's 1999 treble-winning season, a reminder of the club's history, its never-say-die attitude. The spirit of '99 seemed to course through the veins of the players in Turin. This win will give the team, and the fans, hope. It showed that this team has character, it showed that anything is possible. The road ahead is long. But for one night in Turin, Manchester United were kings of Europe again.